The most powerful people in history don't react, they execute. While the world plays checkers, they are playing chess, 10 moves ahead, and by the time you realize what they are doing, it's already done. Most people live in the moment. They respond to what's right in front of them. They argue over small wins. They panic when things shift. They chase approval, results, or revenge today. But the players who truly control the board, they don't flinch. They already saw this moment months ago. They planned for it, and more importantly, they planned what you would do too. In the game of power, short-term thinking is weakness. Kings, generals, and CEOs don't chase what's next, they engineer what's next, and that's exactly what this video will teach you. We are going to break down how the most dangerous people in history, people like old war strategists who ignored small battles to win whole empires, CEOs who moved silently while their rivals bragged, and kings who refused to take what was already conquered because they were after something far greater. We'll show you how they think, how they hide their intentions, how they manipulate the board so that by the time you move, it's too late. If you want to stop living like a pawn, if you want to stop reacting and start controlling, if you want to become the kind of person who walks into a room and already knows how it ends, then stay with me. Because this isn't just a video, it's the first step in teaching you how to play far beyond the moment. You will learn how to read timelines, control pace, plan traps, and stay emotionally cold while the world burns around you. This is not for everyone. This is for the future kings, the architects, the silent commanders who win without shouting. Welcome to the first lesson in thinking 10 steps ahead. Why thinking ahead gives you power. Most people live their life like they are walking through fog. They only see what's right in front of them. They make choices based on emotions, pressure, or what feels urgent. But the truth is, reacting is weakness. Every time you react, someone else is leading the game. Powerful people don't live in the moment, they shape the moment. Planning 10 steps ahead means you make others chase you. You create situations instead of responding to them. You stay calm because you already know what comes next. When you think long term, short term problems lose their power. You can sacrifice a small win today for a much bigger victory tomorrow. That's real control. Let's understand how powerful people plan ahead with historical examples. Queen Elizabeth I of England. She was a woman in a world ruled by men. Everyone expected her to fail, but she didn't argue. She didn't fight back with words. She stayed silent and patient. She used charm, intelligence, and most importantly, long-term planning. When other countries tried to marry her for power, she said no. She saw the trap. She stayed single and used that to keep every king guessing, always chasing her. She made them wait while she built her empire. She didn't need to scream. She controlled the board because she could see where every piece was going. So let's take a second example, General Hannibal of Carthage. Hannibal was one of the greatest military minds in history. When Rome was the most feared power in the world, Hannibal didn't challenge them directly. He took a route no one expected. Over the Alps with elephants. It was risky, it was bold, but it was planned. He thought far ahead. He used fear, he used surprise, he used the land. He set traps that made Rome panic. He won battles not just with force, but with thinking. We are now on the last example, Catherine the Great of Russia. She wasn't even born Russian. She married into the royal family, but she watched, listened, and learned. She didn't rush for power. She waited for her moment. Then when the right time came, she took over. She didn't rule with emotions. She had a long vision to make Russia strong, modern, respected. And she did it by building schools, reforming laws, and making smart alliances. Not chaos, not drama, just strategy. Now let's see how to think 10 steps ahead. First, see the bigger picture. Don't just ask what happens if I do this, ask what happens after that and after that. Think in timelines. Imagine best case and worst case outcomes. Ask yourself, who benefits if I fail? Who benefits if I succeed? Do every calculation it takes. Second, stay emotionally calm. Emotions make you react, but long-term players stay still while everyone else runs. Don't answer in anger. Don't chase approval. Don't fear short-term loss. Second, use silence as a weapon. Say less, watch more. The less people know about your plans, the more control you have. Let others reveal themselves. Don't share your moves too early. Fourth, study patterns. People repeat behavior. If you know someone's habit, you can predict their next move. What do they fear? What do they always do under pressure? Where do they always react emotionally? Fifth, build options, not plans. Don't rely on one way forward. Prepare different paths. What will you do if plan A fails? Who can help you if things change? This gives you flexibility and power. Section 4. Signs that you are reacting, not controlling. You feel rushed to respond. You speak without thinking. You change plans based on emotion. You focus only on today. If this sounds familiar, you are playing someone else's game. But it can be changed. Start by slowing down. Start asking, what's the long-term cost of this reaction? That single question can save you from years of mistakes. So now let's see how you can defend yourself from long-term strategists. When someone is playing 10 steps ahead against you, it can feel like magic. But you can learn to say it. Watch for these signs. They always seem calm. They let you speak more. They rarely show emotion. Their decisions don't make sense now, but will later. If you notice this, slow down. Don't let them pull you into a quick move. Keep your frame. Ask questions. Don't show your weaknesses. Remember, silence is also defense. So let's move to last section, which is become a long-term thinker. Anyone can start thinking 10 steps ahead. You don't need to be a king or general. Start by observing more, speaking less, mapping outcomes, controlling emotion, being patient. Great power comes to those who don't chase it too fast. The quiet ones, the planners, the calm eyes in the room, those are the ones who run the game.
Knowledge is power.
Most people are just trying to survive the moment. You are learning how to dominate the future. On this channel, we teach everything, every strategy it takes to gain power. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.